This is PBL Scenario D, Collaborative Learning within FOLC Environments for the EDUC5102G Education, Technology and Communication course in the Master's Program at the Ontario Tech University. The analysis questions for the scenario are as follows. Number 1, what are the characteristics of collaborative activities? Number 2, what contributes to the formation of a distinctive culture within a FOLC environment? Number 3, what are the effects of co-created collaborative activities? And number 4, what role does reflection play in collaborative learning? This, of course, is the FOLC model, and we are focusing in on the collaborative learning. Notice that collaborative learning stretches across the digital space and into the spaces beyond that are still covered by the intersection of social presence and cognitive presence. So these two ellipses on the outside of the digital space signify that collaborative learning can be, and therefore the FOLC model itself can be applied outside of the fully online learning space, and therefore can be considered to be active within hybrid or blended learning kinds of situations. The essence of collaborative learning is the construction of shared understandings for conversations, concepts, problems, and experiences. Rochelle, 1992. Collaborative activities are most often based on 4 principles. Thinking is distributed among the members of the group. All members of the group work on the same aspect of the problem at the same time. All members of the group share cognitive responsibility for the task at hand. And group members are encouraged to share their thinking as they work together. That's Brown and Palinsar and Heroncoe. Working in groups is an extremely important mode of learning. The ability to work collaboratively in groups also has been identified as an essential skill. Structured approaches to developing solutions to real-world problems should be incorporated into the learning. Being influenced by John Dewey's 1938 theory of experience, constructivism posits that there is a reciprocal and dynamic relationship between 3 aspects. 1, learning. 2, what is already known. And 3, what one comes to know. In social constructivism, the scaffolding of new learning on a basis of previous knowledge and experience occurs in a social context, which in turn influences the learning process. Social constructionism suggests that it is through dialogue and discussion that people form relational bonds with one another, create, transform, and maintain structure, and reinforce or challenge beliefs. And that's Harris et al., 2018. It's also suggested in conjunction with constructionism, which we haven't come across yet in this course, that you take a look at Pappert's work, particularly his major book called Mindstorms. And there's a reference to that in this week's notes or activities. Together, these concepts, social constructivism and social constructionism, underpin the cultivation of collaborative learning in the FOLC and facilitate an emergent culture in the learning community itself that is supportive and transformative, develops its own language, including humor, icons, images, and shared experiences. That's Berger and Luckman and Gergen, 2000. The FOLC, however, extends the application of social constructivism and social constructionism into the created virtual space. As a result, collaborative learning includes the ability for learners and instructors, facilitators, to co-create activities that require active engagement with each other as they work together to address ill-structured, multifaceted issues. The initial act of collaboration in an FOLC facilitates the formation and development of supportive, trusting relationships, social presence, that help to nurture shared contribution, ongoing collaboration, continued motivation, and engagement. Embedded in collaborative learning is the requirement for reflection, shown, 1983. and its connection to fostering and deepening relationships and creating safe learning spaces for the inclusion of diverse perspectives. By valuing and reflecting in and on the shared expertise present in the FOLC, the learning is deepened for both the individual and the collective. The synthesis questions for this scenario are as follows. Number 1, how is collaborative learning distinguished from social and cognitive presences, and why is collaboration important? Number 2, why is the emergence of culture important to collaborative learning, and how is culture created within FOLC environments? Number 3, why are the PBL strategies, particularly constructivist and constructionist principles, of value when collaborating in FOLC environments? And number 4, how do the other dimensions, social presence, cognitive presence, and digital space, contribute to collaborative learning within FOLC environments?